pretty much everybody in the piping and drumming world know their products or have seen them anyway, because some of the greatest bands in the world use them, particularly the bag covers. So we're here with Greg Scott, who is the founder and owner of Highland Gear. And thanks a lot for doing this, Greg.
Thanks for doing this for me, Andrew. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, I thought it'd be interesting to try to put a face to the name, as it were. And maybe we can start just talking about Highland Gear and how it all got started.
Oh, wow. A long time ago. I guess I'd started playing with the Barry Band in the early 90s, and they were just looking for bag covers for the band, and I was making pet products at the time. I had a line of pet products, and I thought I could make them for the band and save us some money, and so I made a set, and it turns out they were well received, and other bands saw them and started inquiring about them, and next thing I know, I was making bag covers for all kinds of other bands. And next thing after that, it was taking over from my pet business. So I ended up having to drop that and make bag covers full time.
So when you say your pet business, were you making clothing for dogs, or what was that about?
No, more like collars and leashes and bandanas and winter coats and all kinds of things. Accessories for bird cages and just a little bit of everything. And it quickly took over from making bag covers.
That's kind of an interesting idea, and kind of leads my next question. We kind of think of innovation for piping and drumming as being somehow always digital, coming up with electronic innovations, but your innovations tend to be taking traditionally created products and just making them better. Bag covers, for example. How much room is there in the piping and drumming world for innovations like that? Can we always improve on traditional kinds of gear?
Oh, absolutely. I sure hope so, because I'm waiting for the guy to invent a comfortable pair of ghillie brogues that you can wear all day, and I'd be first in line. Yeah, I think overall, I mean, I look at a product and immediately look at it in a way, how can I make it better? Like, what is there a way to make this product better or more useful, more efficient? Think outside the box type of thing. 5 years ago, when you look at what the products that are out there now, people would never have said, where, we can improve on this or we can improve on that. But the actual bags are completely different than they were 5 years ago. And look at, the chanter caps and stuff. I mean, everybody's always looking to improve on the existing products.
Yeah. And one of your latest products, a bag cover that helps keep the bag under the arm, prevent slippage. Maybe tell us a little bit about that.
I've been working on that for a while, and it was something that it came to me a couple of years ago, and I've just been working on a good system that, doesn't restrict the actual bag in any way, but does stop the slippage from inside. And I had a few prototypes tested out with some prominent players, and got their input and tweaked it here and there. And now I think I've released the final product that's really good to go.
Great. Yeah, you said I think we've got a review of that product in the works, so it should be coming up soon. And you do a lot of sponsorships and relationships with pipe bands out there. Do they come to you now, or do you largely go to them? You've got some of the best bands in grade 1 and grade 2 and across all grades, really. What's the state of kind of that sponsorship relationship for a company like yours?
That's a good question. It's about 50-50. I approached some of the bands, and some approached me to get to buy the product, and we worked out an arrangement. It's about a 50-50 split,
Right. And when you do have the higher profile sponsorships where people see, your bag covers, your drum covers. Um, you must have some advice for bands that do have sponsorships and maybe, how they might to deal with a sponsor. What would your thoughts be on that?
Well, I look at a sponsorship as a partnership. It's nice to, when a band asks, "Well, what can we do to help support you and promote your product?" Can we put something up on our website? Can we, do you have any banners we can display at the games type of thing? That really helps in a sponsorship agreement type of thing and working together to, help promote the product. And then ultimately that's the goal, is to, promote the product.
Mhm. And before we started this interview, you told me the item behind you is kind of interesting. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, those are Stu Little's bag covers from when they won the World, signed by Alistair, Stephen, and Stuart. I'm actually quite proud of them. That's about as close as I'll ever get to being in a Grade 1 band on the field in Scotland. So I like to think I helped in a little way.
Yeah, no doubt. One of the best kitted out bands out there,
Yeah,
Inverarian District. So well
yeah.
done on that. What can we look forward to from Highland Gear? What's coming up?
Well, I've got a couple of new products to just introduce, and one is the new hanger for hanging your kilts and your kit. It's available online now. Um, we've gotten into embroidering band initials, etc., little logos on the flashes. Um, that's been going very well, actually. And just introduced today, actually, just put up some new trims for bed coverage. So we definitely have some new things in the works.
That's great. So always innovating, always taking the traditional, trying to improve on it.
Always trying to improve on something, come up with something new, something different, something nobody else has.
That's great. Well, thanks a lot, Greg Scott, Highland Gear, and really appreciate the time you took with us today, and all the best.
Thank you very much. Thanks for doing that.